everyone, Yensid Organist here, and welcome to another episode of OrgelCraft. I hope you guys are having a great day today. In the last episode, we built up a honey farm. We've been doing some work on the base, but I kind of felt like taking a break from that today and working on some stuff in the village. I really want to try to get this village finished and officially be able to say we are done with it. So in order to get there, there is a lot that we need to do, but I think we can get it done. So I've been kind of flying around the village and getting an idea of what I want to do, and I've pretty much got things planned out. But one of the first things I wanted to do is I wanted to come over here and check out this project wall that we did long time ago. And so let's see how we're doing here. So iron farm, done. Guardian farm, done. That gives you just an idea of how long this has been here and how long it's been since we've been over here. So melon farm and fishing boat. So these were things that I wanted for the village. Up on the hill up here, we have our original pumpkin and sugarcane farm, and I built up an area so that we could do a melon farm in here as well. But as you can see, I have never built the melon farm, so that's one of the things we're going to be doing. Also, it bothers me that the sugarcane is all hanging up on the edge there, because that kind of kills the efficiency. Anyway, so let's talk a little bit about what I want to accomplish in this episode to get things done. So let's fly way up here, and we can take, the 10,000-foot view of the village. So I think from a building standpoint, we're pretty much done. I do want to dot a few more houses in here. What I'm kind of thinking is I would like to do a few of our smaller houses up here on the hill. And then I'm thinking maybe a couple down here as well. I was looking at this tree. This is a massive oak tree. Yeah. I think that's going to have to go. Obviously, we have some landscaping that we need to do, but I want to get some houses in there. I want to take care of the paths all through back here, and I was thinking that maybe doing a path underneath of the tree farm. So that's something we can work on. I would want to put something up here, but I'm not sure what. And then really just kind of cleaning up, doing a little bit more detail work. That tree on the hill over there is not working for me, so that's going to have to go. Yeah. I think I want to do... Whoops. Not flying. Obviously, this thing needs to go out of here. I think over here I want to put a park of some kind, maybe like a little, a flower garden. We have these little flower beds dotted around the village, but I think I want to do like, a bigger garden over here. Originally, I was going to put some more houses over there, but after building the townhouse, I don't really like the idea of messing with the sight line that you get from here, because you come out on these balconies and you have this nice view, looking over the wall out into the world. Just to put more buildings over here, I think that kind of ruins the aesthetic of that. So there is that. And then I want to clear up the water around here. I want to get all of the sand out of here, and sand and gravel and clay and whatever, and replace it with dirt. And then I want to get a couple of little fishing boats put in here as well, kind of as a little final touch. Maybe have one on the dock, maybe have one out in this area. Nothing too big, nothing too fancy. But yeah, just some little details here and there, just kind of getting this cleaned up, getting all of the lighting finished so that we don't have torch spam all over the place. And yeah, so I know this sounds ambitious. I'm leaving myself a lot of time to do this. As you will probably have noticed, there was no episode last Monday. Last week was a rough week for me, so I just thought I would take a little bit of time. And yeah, I'm ready to work on this. I'm ready to do some just kind of grindy, easy stuff. right now. So I'm going to start on the bottom of the, I don't know what you call this, a lake, a lagoon, I don't know. But we're going to go here. We're going to go ahead and get all of that cleaned up. So I will bring you guys back when that is done. This lake bed is ugly. This lake bed is glorious. Love just seeing that consistent color underneath. And it doesn't really matter what you use. You can use sand, you can use dirt, you can use stone variant. It's so nice when it is clean. However, it needs one more thing. That's a little bit better. So went ahead and bone mealed under all of this dirt under here. So now it looks like we actually have a little bit of life in this lake, looking really good. Now I'm not going to fuss putting fish in here because they will just swim away. So we'll let them spawn naturally and swim in. But yeah, oh, you know what? I missed this little area over there. And let's tuck maybe a little of that in there. Perfect. Yeah, so there we go. I don't want any of this too tall stuff sticking out. Good. All right. So that is that project done. Actually, seeing that, I want some of this grass because I don't want any of this too tall grass sticking up through the surface. I don't know why. That's just the way I feel about it. So it's gone. You're gone. You're gone. Did I get it all? I'm sure I probably missed something somewhere, but we'll take care of it. All right. So that's done. I'm not quite feeling in a boat creating mode right now. So we will move on, and I think maybe let's get the melon farm built next. Well, guys, the melon farm has been rebuilt, the pumpkin farm and the sugarcane farm has been rebuilt, and this project just about did me in. Yeah, so this is the place, and I'm really, really happy with how it turned out. I'm not 100% sold on these lamps, but I needed to do something for lighting other than torches in here, and I thought that I would maybe do a little bit to theme it to the room. So we've got some jungle bark blocks here with an end rod, and then melons on this side, because this is the melon side, pumpkins on this side, and then sugar cane is in the middle. So the pumpkin farm is under here. This is just for decoration because you can't actually see any of the mechanism. And then the same goes over here for the melons. And then we had the sugarcane farm in here that I completely ripped out and redesigned. And this is what nearly did me in, because I think I had to redo this 3 times. Yeah, including me dying by being suffocated in blocks that I didn't want to break, because I didn't want to ruin any of the other farms. And, yeah, lost a couple of things in there. I didn't lose everything, but lost a few things, including my bow. But yeah, anyway. So this is what we've got going on. So we have all our farms are down below here, and then we have various water streams to get them up here. So over on this side, we get our melons, and they just kind of flow through. I don't think anything has all filtered all the way down. But essentially what I have done is I have put 2 hoppers into the back of every one of these chests so that it has the greatest chance of catching the first hoppers here. And then I'm just putting the full melons down here once they've been crafted, just to save a little bit of storage. The sugar cane here in the middle, I've alternated on either side. So if you come over here, since I did double chests, I was able to do 1 hopper into that side, 1 hopper into this side. So we got plenty of storage for that. And then our pumpkins are over here. And some of what you're seeing is from this farm running previously, certainly with the pumpkins. But, yeah, these melons are all from all from just the time that I have been working on all of this. So, yeah, so I think we're going to go ahead and call this project done. Like I said, it nearly did me in, and it's taken me 3 days to get it to this point. But I'm happy with it. I'm happy with this building, and apparently I have melon slices. I don't know how that happened. Anyway, let's see. So we can go and officially take it off the project board, and that leaves us only one project, but that's not what we're doing right now. I'm going to go ahead and stick this there. All right. Let's see. Oh, also during the live stream, I brought a few friends over. This donkey is still up there, and I actually want to do something about that. So, this was actually on a live stream that I did quite a long time ago. I got a donkey here, and then got a beautiful little white horse over here, and then bred them together to get a mule. So we have all of those. I'm gonna stick this. I'd like to stick this here for you guys. There you go. All right, now you have some hay. I'm not completely satisfied with this, but it'll do for now. And yeah, so that's that. So I think the next thing that I want to work on in the village is getting the rest of the houses done. So I want to put a couple up here on the hill. I want to put 2 or 3, depending on how much room we have, down here at the bottom, and then maybe one more tucked in here. I'm not completely certain on that, but I think that you've seen me build these houses before, so I'm not going to build one on camera, but I think this would be... What the... How on earth did you get up here? I mean, okay, I know you can climb ladders, but that's no easy feat. I mean, you had to come from all the way over there. I mean, I suppose you could have come up the hill. Villagers! Anyway, building houses, time lapse. Let's do this. Welcome back, everyone. Hope you enjoyed the time lapse. Just getting a little bit of a pathway put in here to the houses that we built over here in this little corner of the village. And yeah, I'm really happy with how all of those turned out. I realized after I got done with just about everything that the glass in the village is clear, not blue. So I went back through and changed all of that so that it would be nice and uniform all the way across. So that's all done and good. And yeah, so we just need to get these paths built in here. And we'll just pop some grass down. Well, maybe if I can get out of the hole. And then we'll just go ahead and path block all of this. That's going to need to be dirt, not sand. That's going to need to be dirt, but that'll change eventually. Let's go ahead and bring this over here. I had to do just a little bit of terraforming. This was all sand and a little bit of hill there. So I went ahead and pulled all that back. And yeah, so I thought I would have a little bit of fun with the with these houses over here and trying to do one on a diagonal. I've never done anything quite like that before, and so I thought that would be fun to try to do, and I feel like it turned out pretty well. I'm not completely satisfied with the roof. And of course, the roof is spawnable, and on a small scale, it's very difficult to do roofs like that. So I don't know. I might come back and play with it a little bit more. If you have any suggestions, definitely let me know. But yeah, I don't like what I did here. Let's pull that back. There we go. And then we can do maybe like that. Maybe that. Then, yeah, we'll just have a nice wide path along here. Yeah, I think that looks good. Okay, so yeah, so these are the houses that we have here. Put a little stone pressure plate on. I've done nothing with the interiors. I don't think I'm gonna do anything with the interiors. They're really just kind of for show. And then if we go up on the hill, we've got these other two little houses here. We've got the single house up here, and then I thought it would be kind of fun to do like a little duplex here, so that's what we've got going. And I thought it would be kind of cool to have the stairs going, you know, one way on one side and the other way on the other side. And yeah, then when I actually looked at it from a distance, I'm like, no, it just looks like it's wrong. So yeah, yeah, so good. So I think that's going to do it for villages. I still need to get some more path work done over here. We need to be able to get up to these houses here, and then we need to be able to get to this house back here. Originally, I had talked about maybe doing a like a little tunnel under the tree farm, but I'm having second thoughts on that. So it might just depend on how much time we have in this episode. So I think the next thing we're going to work on is putting in a little garden over here. Whoops, a little botanical flower garden. And so I'm going to need to go get a few things before we can do that. So let me go sleep and get some materials, and then we can start working on that. Welcome back, everyone. So I have got a whole bunch of materials to use for this little garden. I've gone ahead and cleared out some of the trees that I didn't want to be in here. We might add a few more back in. As I'm kind of looking at this, I might want to put a couple outside the walls when we get done with this, but we'll deal with that in a little bit. So I kind of want to do this in 3 phases. I want to figure out a walking path through here, then I want to figure out the perimeter, and then we'll fill the rest in with flowers. So what I want to do, and we also, I was going through and I realized we have a path problem, and I'm not 100% certain that I'm done with villagers yet, so I have to leave this, but we will eventually bring a path down here which will connect to our gardens that are going to be over here. So I think let's maybe go ahead and start. Let's start here. We're going to have to take these things out as we go, but what I want to do is I want to use a little bit of white concrete powder. And that's going to kind of define our path through here. So let's just do a little bit here. And I think what I want to do is I think I kind of want to come in like this. Whoops, that's not going to work. And then, whoops, no, that's not right. I'm struggling. So we'll have like kind of a little, just a fairly narrow path that we're going to walk. And I think I want to come in here and then maybe come up and make like a little bit of a loop up here. And we'll take it like that. Let me get rid of some of this stuff here. Let's see. I don't need that. I don't need that. We're going to pick some of those up as we go. There we go. Okay. So we've got this started. Let's maybe go like this way. And then maybe here we'll go up. And I think what I want to do with that is I don't have any wood on me. So let's just go ahead and fill this in for the moment. There we go. And then we'll come up on the hill. Alright, so our stair's going to be there. And then maybe we'll go along the side here. And then we'll come up here. And then we'll bring this around this way. And then we'll bring it back down the hill. And we'll probably meet up around here. I think that will work. And I'll need to do a little bit more with some path as we go. But yeah, I think that is good. So let me go ahead and clean this up a little bit. And then what I want to do for the perimeter is what we're going to do is we're going to come around and we're going to go, I think we're going to go down 2 blocks. And I have no more room in my inventory. And then what we're going to do is we're going to place sea lanterns, and then we're going to do 2 layers of leaves. I don't know if I want to go quite that high or if we want to have just like a 1 high. But that way we'll get some light, but it won't be directly visible because it'll be down a little bit. So yeah, so let me go ahead and get this path cleaned up and figure out the edging, and then I'm also going to go ahead and replace everything on the inside with podzol because I think that looks nice, kind of like you've got like some mulch or wood chips down. So yeah, so let me do a little bit of work on that and I will bring you guys back. Welcome back, everyone. As you can see, I have done quite a lot of work to get this garden up and going. We've got our paths in, we've got the podzol in as the ground, the little shrub all around the edge, and then I put some, just a little bit of birch fencing in here to kind of break up some different areas, and I've also put some spruce trapdoors along the height changes just to kind of make it look like a reinforced wall. The problem with that is that you can't put 2 of them in one space, and so I'm hoping that flowers will just cover all of that. So speaking of flowers, let's go ahead and start putting them in. So I've kind of arranged things into groups that I think would look good. So I want to start with sunflowers, and sunflowers only point one direction. So I'm going to start that here because this will be a place where you walk by. So we're just going to go ahead and fill all of that in. I think that looks good. And then I think, let's see here. So I've got tulips. There's 4 different colors of tulips. and the cornflowers, and I think these will all kind of look good together. I'm trying to think where a good spot for all of these might be, and maybe all along in here. We certainly have a lot of these flowers, and so maybe we can just kind of come through and let's see. I don't know if I want to do this whole area with these, but that might look okay. So let's do a little bit of that. There we go, and then go ahead and use other colors. And let's put our cornflowers in next. Whoops. Since they look a little bit different, that way we can space everything in. Yes, so this is where I feel like we might be losing a lot of space by doing that, but we'll get these all put in and see what it looks like. Yeah, I think we might need to break something out there. Tuck a few back in here, and then we have the whites as well, and let's just go ahead and fill everything else in. I feel like I'm missing some spaces here, but maybe not. There we go. Let's see, I think we need a little more color up in here. Let's do some blue, a little more red. Oh, not a sunflower. That's not what we need. There, so how does that look? Oh, I think that looks really nice. Yeah, and I don't think we're losing too much with the trapdoors. So, yeah. All right. So, then let's do a rose bush area. And where would be a good place for that? This might be a good spot over here. I might want to move. You know, I think I am going to move this. Somewhere I have a silk touch pickaxe. There it is. So, I don't think I have any podzol. Alright, so, ooh, that might be a problem. We'll deal with it in a minute. Hopefully it'll be alright. It should be covered except from over there, and you're not supposed to wander off the path as it is. So, yeah, so let's go ahead and do rose bushes all through here. Maybe break that one and tuck it back in there. And let's do that as well. There we go. So we got some roses along there. Let's maybe put a couple more there. Yeah, that's a little close to the path. You don't want to get poked as you're walking through the garden. All right, I think that looks good. So then, I got a couple more sets that would look good. So we've got all these purple flowers. So the lilacs, the peonies. What am I hearing? Wandering trader? I don't know. Okay. So let's maybe go... Let's go along here, and maybe let's line the edge of the path with some alliums, and then down on the lower level, we can put the, whatever these are, lilacs, I think? And then we can maybe do those along the back. And then we can... No, not the dead bush. Oh, no, I don't have shears. All right, you know what? We'll leave that in there. Yeah, and then we can dot these. Oh, these are bigger than I thought they were. Alright, so we can just kind of, alternate those. And another dead bush. Yes, because apparently I don't know what I'm doing. Let's take that off so I don't accidentally place any more of those. And yeah, we'll go ahead and fill this in the rest of the way. That looks good. I think we want some more of the peonies over here. There we go. And yeah, and I think we'll keep the alliums closer to the path. So yeah, that looks good. I like the color all being uniform in through there. And then over here, I thought that the blue orchids and the lily of the valleys would look nice together. So let's do some of those over here. I realized as I was doing this, I always meant to go back and do a flower farm in the swamp so that we could get the blue orchids, and I've never done that. So that's something that's going to need to be dealt with. Okay, so that looks good. I think I still have one spot over there. I do. Excellent. All right, so then we just need something in here. And then we need a little something up here. And I think let's go ahead and take the tulips all the way up to the top. I think that would look good. And then, oh, I know what we can do in the last section. So I brought some dark oak saplings, and if you place just a single one, they won't grow. And so I thought those would look kind of nice, just to kind of dot a few of those in and around, and then we can put some more of our dead bushes in here. And I know you don't necessarily want dead things in a flower farm, but, you know, it could be some type of plant that doesn't have leaves right now. And then the other thing we can do in this area is we could bring in some custom trees like we did up there, so using like spruce fence posts, so like some nice manicured trees. So let me go ahead and get this area and that top little one finished up, and then we will move on to the next project. Welcome back. So as it turns out, I actually did have one more group of flowers that I had completely forgotten about, and it was these daisies, the dandelions, and whatever those are, the azure bluets. Yeah, so I thought those actually worked all really nice with the dead bushes and the dark oak saplings. So this is all done, and I think this is really, really nice. It looks really nice to walk through. And yeah, it's a really nice feature to kind of round out this corner over here. So yeah, so that is done, and we just need to finish up the paths. I've decided that as far as like little fine details, like taking care of the rest of the lighting, adding some more of these lamps, and finishing up the paths, I think that's going to be a project for another live stream. So we're going to save that for another one, and we'll get that all done before the world tour coming up at episode 50. I can't believe we are getting that close to 50 episodes. Very exciting. All right, so the last thing that I want to do here is get a couple of boats in place. So I have a couple of designs that I have done in a previous world of mine, and I'm essentially going to just recreate those here. So let me get that done. I will bring you back when that's finished. Here is boat number 1 up at the dock here with the sail down. We come on here. I got to figure out the lighting still, but so I didn't want anything spawning here. But essentially, like the little pilot's chair controlling the rudder that we have down there, and some chests for some storage. And then over here is boat number 2. And I realized as I was doing it, this shouldn't be the way it's facing, but, you know, it's coming out and it's going to turn and go that way. And if you go all the way out there, it should clear the monorail tracks. So hopefully that will be the case. And of course, now I have fallen out. But yeah, another just a simple little design. These boats were a little bit bigger than I remembered them being. But yeah, I think they work. And if we go and fly up here, I think they look really, really nice. We get the one at the docks and the one that is heading out. And I need to replant my oak saplings over here. But yeah, I'm really, really happy with how this village is coming along. And I mean, I think we could call it complete as far as from a major building standpoint. I think we are set here. Is that a zombie up on the tracks? No, it wasn't. Okay. I thought I saw something walking along that minecart path. But yeah, I really like how everything looks. I feel like, you know, we have all the features that we need, and now just really need to clean up the lighting, finish off the paths, and like I said, that'll be a nice project for a live stream, and I think we will be able to call that good. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode today. If you did, please be sure to give it a like and share it with your friends. If you haven't already, I would encourage you to subscribe and make sure you click that little notification bell so that you can stay up to date on all my latest posts. Be sure to follow me on social media, and I hope to see you on Wednesday nights for our live streams at 9:30 Eastern. Thanks for watching. See you real soon.